A couple of 4-1 teams faced off as Nazareth hosted Allentown Central Catholic. Both sides with a setback against still unbeaten Parkland as the only blemish on their 2023 resumes. 20th all-time meeting between the Vikings and Blue Eagles, with Nazareth having claimed each of the last 4 get-togethers, including a 42-14 triumph a year ago. This edition of the Eagles averaging better than 41 points per game at the season's midway mark, taking on a Central team that, despite winning 4 of its first 5 ball games, had only outscored its opponents by just a single point. Windy and rainy at Andrew S. Lay Stadium for a blackout on Friday. First time Nazareth has ever worn black jerseys. After a scoreless opening quarter, Vikings in prime position to strike first in the second. 26-yard pickup by Aiden Sorrentino sets up first and goal, but the Blue Eagles defense digs in, stopping Nathan Schultz short of the goal line on 3rd down before disrupting the field goal try on 4th down. Logan Halarchik scoops up the loose ball, racing it out to the 25, and the Blue Eagles take advantage immediately. 57-yard pitch and catch between Peyton Falzone and Caleb Newsom gets Nazareth into the red zone, setting up this 3-yard TD plunge by Jed Bendekovitz, 8th rushing score of the season for the senior. The home team in front 7-0 at the half. Visitors, though, would tie things up after intermission. Senior Dante Hamilton finds a cutback lane before ripping off a 41-yard dash. He finished with 72 yards on the ground on just 6 carries. A penalty would push the Vikings back, but no problem for Antonio Fontanez, who finds Jarrell Calhoun on this corner route, 24 yards on the scoring strike, tying the game at 7-all. Deadlock held until late into the final frame. Central on the cusp of the red zone when Schultz is dropped for a loss on 4th and 1. 4th and short now on Nazareth's ensuing drive when Falzone finds daylight down the right side. 41 yards on the QB scramble, setting up the game-winning touchdown toss to Newsom. 13 yards for Falzone's 11th TD pass of the season. The junior in Newsom finished with 4 receptions for 86 yards and a tutty. He's up to 5 now of those for the season. Blue Eagles defense forces 1 more turnover on downs as Nazareth prevails 14-7. A sloppy night weather-wise, leading to a sloppy win, but a win nonetheless.
Not pretty tonight, man. All those penalties, I don't know how many yards penalties we had. That we kept kicking ourselves and hurting ourselves. But in the end, when it came down to it, we had to get a drive together. We finally put them together. We'll take it. It's a huge win. Central Cat's a very good team. We know that.
Final score drive, it was a great string of plays Coach Shosky put together. I feel like we just had to take it one play at a time. It wasn't something we can't go for the end zone all the time. One time, walking a tightrope, you know what I mean? Take it one step and we'll move down the field. Our defense had an outstanding game. They were the reason we were in this game. Coach Schaefer, the coordinator, did an excellent job drawing stuff up, working on them all week. So without them, this would have been a blowout.
They had some crucial stops at important times, 4th downs, and they were able to get the ball back in their offensive hands. Sometimes we didn't do much with it when we got it back, but they kept grinding the entire game, and they had to play whole game here, and then they did that. So I'm really proud of the effort.